Each morning when I wake up, I open the chest where I keep my son. I stroke his small skull and murmur, "Good morning," although I know he can no longer hear me. I hope he doesn't think I've abandoned him. I hope he knows I never will. When my son died of a fever, I refused to let him go. He was only a baby and all that I had left. So I turned to the stories my own mother had told me, the rituals and legends I'd learned in childhood. The rules of bringing someone back from the underworld seemed so easy. I scoffed at the stories of those who failed, sure that my willpower would be stronger than theirs. Forced my way through the fields of night, and I found my son's faint, pale soul. I guided it all the way back to his body, never looking back once. When I saw my son open his eyes again and smile at me, I thought I had made the right choice. He laughed, he ran, he played just as he had before. I even believe I could pretend nothing had happened. Then, a few days later, I saw the rot creeping up his skin. At that moment, I realized my mistake. I hadn't restored my son to life. I had only brought his soul back to his corpse. I tried to comfort him as his body swelled and decayed. He wailed day and night in fear as his flesh fell from his bones. Only when his throat rotted away did he stop screaming. I attempted to return to the underworld, to return my son's soul, but the way would not open to me again. I cheated death, and my punishment was to keep what I stole. When his ligaments finally broke down, I gathered his bones and placed them in an antique chest I inherited from my mother. Only the best would do for my son. Sometimes my son's bones lie still inside the chest for hours, even days, and I dare to hope that his soul found its way back to where it belongs. But sooner or later his bones always began to rattle again, and I knew he's still alive. Once, all I wanted was to have my son here with me, but now I would give anything for him to die. A mother's love for her own child is probably an amazing feeling that I will never get to experience. Number one, because I'm a girl, and probably I won't be able to father children. That's just my take. But I like this story a lot, even though it has supernatural elements, for one reason. It's something that it just hit me. It's like, I'm an only child, so I understand that in that moment the mother would have pretty much done everything, let alone stoop solo to perform pagan rituals and Wiccan witchcraft, just so she would have the soul of her own child back where he was. So, it's not, I don't like that supernatural aspect stuff, I really don't, but it's still pleasing. It's still pleasing that she would go to such lengths just to achieve something significant, even though at the end of the day, what she achieved didn't quite pay off the way she wanted it to. It was interesting. It was interesting just picturing a mother keeping her child locked in a chest and just letting the little bastard just stay there. Number one, I'm fucking wondering a few things. I'm really wondering a few things. If she had the power to bring back his soul, let's just say a human soul exists, at what point did she not think to herself that maybe not she was doing the right thing? Because if she had the occult knowledge, the esoteric understandings to pull this shit off, she would have probably thought a few steps before doing so that, some things cannot be reversed. It's not chaos magic, it's not, sex magic, divination, or any of those kind of nonsense. It's fucking necromancy. This is literally necromancy to a certain extent. It's nothing more, nothing less. Maybe she should have just had the Necronomicon, just read a few fucking chapters, and bada bing, bada boom, the boy is healthy and running and doing everything he can. But I think the one aspect that really got to me from the story is she went through all this trouble. She got the soul back to the body. The boy came to life and started, doing normal boy stuff, little boy stuff. But can you imagine being powerless to do anything when she realized that the body is rotting away? Simple rigor mortis is happening, decomposition, and all of these factors are happening to the child. And picture sure what kind of hell it would have been if you find yourself in that position. You're alive, but you're slowly decomposing. Oh wait, okay, this is literally nightmarish, to be honest. And I loved that part. I really did. I enjoyed it to hell. Much like my love life, I'm alive, but you know, everything else is kind of decomposing. Yeah, a little jab at myself, but fuck it. I enjoyed the story at the end. I don't want to really prolong these parts. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what I read. Maybe the supernatural aspect is not for me at the end of the day, but it's still, I don't care if it's written in a way that it makes sense, if it is coherent to the plot. Sure, why not? I mean, hell, you're free to write about anything. I think I admire creepypastas for that. These people are using their creativity to create something that's worthwhile, and you know, respect for the creepypasta freaking writers. Maybe I'll even write my own someday soon. But that's gonna be mostly it. I am the Lonesome Creep, amateur necromancer. I hope you all had, if any of you, if at all anyone, poor soul finds this video, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you would, if you liked it, you know, give a like. If you really enjoy this stuff, subscribe. I'll be uploading more and more videos. I think that's mostly gonna be it. Have a nice day, night, whatever time it, you know, you watch this video, or date, or year, whatever. Have a good one. And that is all for me. I am the Lonesome Creep, signing off. Goodbye.